Here we are in Wimbledon Championships, and we have rain. I'm with Ben
Typical.
Rothenberg of New York Times, and I don't know many other publications.
It's a few.
A few.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what is your reaction? I mean, it's not nice when they cancel a day of matches so early, but at the same time, it's a good idea.
I think early cancellation is great. If you know, and they only do it when they're confident about the forecast, it seems like. And if you know that people aren't going to get to see rain, send them home, let them go early. Don't let them have false hope that there could be still play. This happened at the French Open, I think, on the second Monday, where Guy Forget and the tournament officials made the decision to cancel the entire day's play around 2 p.m., which is very early because usually they finish around 9 p.m. And I thought that was great. I thought that just let everybody go home, let them enjoy the rest of the day in Paris if they want. Lets the writers plan for everything. Lets the players know that the players don't like waiting around either.
Yeah.
So I think overall, if you can make it early, don't delay on that. And I think it's a good thing. I mean, I don't like all the rain. I've been over here in Europe for 9 weeks now. Since Madrid, and the weather's been terrible.
Yes.
Terrible
We never had such a terrible weather in all Europe.
Yeah.
And I must say that in the past, the players were complaining a lot, especially in Wimbledon, because they were stuck inside the club and waiting and waiting. So I think it's a matter of more respect for the players. Probably their trade unions, ATP and WTA, fought to get that, and then probably there is also technological progress. I mean, now the weather's forecasts are much more reliable than they were maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah, and I think TV is happy here. Well, they have the roof, so they have at least some matches going on TV. I'm not sure how. I guess that must play some part of the decision to put Coco Vandeweghe on fourth. Maybe I don't know if American TV is more important later in the day or what. But so there is at least product there, so the TV is not left completely empty-handed if they don't want to be, and so that helps that too. Because I don't think the bad thing is in the U.S. you always used to get to watch Aaron Krickstein versus Jimmy Connors every single year at the U.S. Open, and now that era is done.
Yeah. So now let's talk about the little tennis we saw.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, there were not upsets, and I would say, and then
Vinci survived.
Yeah, well, Vinci survived. She was down 3-1 in the third set, and then she won 6-3 in the third. So she made 5 games in a row.
Yep.
But and Vinci had lost in the first round the last 2 Wimbledons.
Yeah.
So she said finally won one match. And
I thought Risk really could win that match. Risk likes grass. Vinci doesn't like grass. It was a chance for Risk to win that match for sure.
Well, even if you know Vinci twice she was in the last 16, so it's not that really she lost twice in a row in the first round, but she was not so bad on grass in the past. She was probably better on the grass than other surfaces for a while.
Yeah, she won Hertogenbosch.
Yeah. Anyway. And we saw Murray winning more or less in 3 sets, more or less like Djokovic yesterday. Maybe it was easier for Murray than for Djokovic. So what is your perspective in this tournament? What do you forecast? I mean, I've seen that nobody thinks that somebody out of Murray and Djokovic can win this tournament. What is
I don't know. I mean, I think Djokovic is a big favorite over Murray. Also, I think that Milos Raonic has a legitimate chance to win the tournament. Mm-hmm. He's in the same quarter as Novak Djokovic. I don't think he has a much worse chance than Murray. Maybe. I mean, he's not maybe as good, but not very low below Murray. I mean, he'd have to beat both Djokovic and Murray potentially. So it's not a good draw for him. If he'd been on the Murray half, like in the Wawrinka quarter, I think he'd be a lot happier. But he's been playing well, and grass should suit him. And it was a very close match that he was, I don't want to say unlucky, but he very well probably should have won the Queen's final and gotten some momentum from that. So I think Milos is a good third person and a legitimate person. I put him over Federer, I think, in terms of odds to winning the tournament. I haven't been impressed by Federer yesterday.
Well, nobody has been impressed by Federer this year, let's say, in general terms, but he had so many reasons for not being.
Of course, no, there's reasons.
And listen, we haven't been very good gentlemen talking about ladies at the end of this hour. Comment. Let's talk about ladies. Serena Williams is going to win, or Muguruza?
We talked about Vinci.
You're right.
But I think Serena survived today. She had a not a very fast start, but she's looking okay. She's just not in the dominant sort of form she's been in the past. It wasn't an amazing match from her, but she didn't lose, so that's all that matters. She has a tough draw, I think, in the fourth round quarterfinals. I forget exactly where it is, but she could play a few tough players, including Coco Vandeweghe, including Sloane Stephens, I think, is in there. Players have given her trouble and can do. Those are tough matches, and we'll just see. I mean, just nothing with Serena is as guaranteed now. Her confidence doesn't seem to be there quite the same way, so that can take some time to repair.
Okay, then I'm not going to sponsor any kind of betting, but I like to follow the odds and to see what the bookmakers say. And I noticed that to give Radwanska 22-0, in my opinion, is a good odd. I mean,
to win the title.
Well, yes, because she's been in the final.
I think she can.
And you know, she lost recently by a small margin, and compared to all the other odds, I think
Radwanska has a chance for sure. I mean, I think that Radwanska's a player like people used to say about Andy Murray before he finally won a Grand Slam. She keeps putting, not with quite the same consistency, but she keeps putting herself in the positions deep in Grand Slams. If she keeps doing that, eventually one of them will break her way.
Well, many thanks to Ben Rothenberg, and see you on from Wimbledon tomorrow, hoping that the weather will be better, but they say probably will not be.
Oh well. Ciao.
Ciao.